Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Identity Code Podcast. I'm your host, Victoria Emmanuel, and this is episode 2. Welcome. Today, we'll be looking at the topic building self-confidence. Building self-confidence. So, one thing I would like to start with is that confidence is not something we achieve overnight. It's not an overnight achievement. It's something that happens gradually. It's more like a journey, it's a process. And to prevent ourselves of trying to use dictionary definition of confidence, my own definition of confidence is more like using this scenario of a picture where you have to zoom in and zoom out. So confidence is zooming out, enlarging, making it bigger, your strength, and then zooming in your weaknesses. So most of the time when you see someone that lacks self-confidence, you find out that they kind of like constrain their strength and make it look smaller. I really can't do much, and this is just the little thing I think I can do, and then they expose their weakness and make it bigger. They make it look so big, like these are my limitations, these are my, and this result to self-image issue, seeing yourself as nobody, and saying that you can't really fit into certain places while you can actually fit in there. So building self-confidence is, zooming out, enlarging your strength, and then making your weakness smaller. For example, if you go for a job interview now and they ask you that what will be your contribution to this organization, what would you like to contribute, what are the skills that you think you have that can contribute to this role that you're applying for, you won't tell them that, you won't say all the negative parts of yourself to get the role. You won't say I can't do anything, in fact I'm sick, and in fact I can't do this, I can't do that. Of course, you won't get the job, but rather some people will even say things that they can't do. You start telling them, I can do this, oh, I can do that, oh, I have this skill, I have that skill, I've gained this knowledge, I've gained that knowledge, I have this experience, I've done this here and there. That's the same way. So when you are trying to build confidence, see yourself as writing a CV. Also, when you are writing a CV, you wouldn't write all the negative skills or all the negative part of you there. You write, oh, I can do this, I'm good at this, so that when somebody read your CV, they will be proud. They'll be like, oh, this is cool, this is the kind of person we want. But you wouldn't do that on a normal day, and then you expect a big result. Building self-confidence is seeing yourself like you're writing a CV, and then enlarging, opening yourself to your strength, opening up your strength, see those little things that you can do and work on them, and making them realistic, working in your strength, and making your limitations smaller. And that is my own definition of self-confidence. So one of the things we can do in building self-confidence is first to acknowledge God. You see, any man that does not acknowledge God in their dealings or in life generally is walking in the path of destruction. You have to acknowledge God. No man can glory in themselves unassisted. You can't rise to the top unassisted by God. So if you really want to be a confident person, you have to first acknowledge God. Acknowledge God in all your ways, and He will direct your path. So you have to acknowledge God. Acknowledging God is the first step in building confidence. The knowledge that you have God, you have someone backing you up. In fact, that alone can help you to build self-confidence. The fact that you know the child of who you are. you know that God is my Father. There are some certain things that just fall into places for me. That alone is enough to give you confidence. That alone is enough to make you walk in confidence. So acknowledge God. This is the first step, in fact, the major step in building self-confidence. Also, like I said earlier, identify your strengths and work on them. Those things that you think that they don't really matter, I can just do this small thing, they really matter if you identify them and think of ways you can make them bigger. Think of ways you can enlarge those strengths to be visible to others, of course. And also, another step in building self-confidence is step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. A lot of people remain in their comfort zone, and most people that remain in their comfort zone tend to have this low self-esteem, like I can't do much, and that's because you've not stepped out of your comfort zone. You've not tried other things. You've not tried to do other things and see what you are really capable of. So when you learn to step out of your comfort zone and try other things, you see that I really can do this, and you'll be surprised. Also, surround yourself with positivity. Surround yourself with positivity. Surround yourself with people that say positive things about you, people that can advise you, people that can put you in the right place, not things that demean you. Don't surround yourself with people that say negative things about you, or that say, I don't think you can do it, or that always tell you can't do something while you can actually try it. So surround yourself with positivity. It might be people, it might be books, it might be the Word of God, and many other things. Surround yourself with positivity, and that's another major step in building self-confidence. Now, there's a thin line between pride and self-confidence. Self-confidence in this case is overconfidence. So there is a thin line between pride and confidence and overconfidence. So I can say that overconfidence is synonymous to pride, and in this case, like I said, that the first step in building confidence is acknowledging God. In this case, we don't longer acknowledge God, but rather acknowledge ourselves, because we think that we are confident. And people that are proud, sometimes when you ask them, they say, I'm just a confident person. They don't know that they've crossed over to being proud. So there is a thin line between pride and confidence. Like the Bible verse that told us that don't answer a fool in their argument. If not, they will bring you down to their level. And just the next verse, the Bible also says that answer a fool. If not, they will think they are wise in their own eyes. So it's just context that really matters, and situation. In this case, situations really matters. What situation you are, warrant you that will warrant you being confident, and there is another situation that will warrant you being humble. So there is a thin line between stepping out of that confidence and then entering pride. Most times, I think proud people lie about themselves. Like I said earlier, confidence is what? Enlarging your strength, making your strength visible. But a proud person will rather lie about their strength, will rather say, I can do this, why they really cannot do that. They build this false image for themselves, for people to see them as, and people start seeing them as this, seeing them as that overall, and really they are not that person. So pride is more like building lies for yourself, or portraying yourself in a kind of image that you are not. So there is a thin line that should not be crossed. So I think we should understand that confidence is a journey. It's a process, and it doesn't happen overnight. It's not an overnight achievement. So follow these steps that I've listed, and then you see a shift in your confidence level. I hope this helps you. So till next time, I'll see you again. My name is Victoria Emmanuel, and this is Identity Code Podcast. See ya.